Where is my ID? Oh, it's in my bag. Look at that board. Islam Moors, we just gonna wait for some people to come online and we're gonna talk about what we gonna talk about.
Same picture that I used
For the badge? Oh, we haven't even finished the badge and all that pre-stuff for the Sharifian piece.
Right, but I know you said that you needed an ID, email,
you mean
all the different types of information regarding your personal information, I guess. You didn't receive it?
Yeah, you sent it.
Yeah, I sent it.
I didn't reply to you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we got the paper. Let me see. Son. It's not your son, is it?
Son Samaj Bay.
Son Shema.
Hey, your bag?
Here you are, sit. Yep.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything else you're missing?
No, you just got to bring your ankle class.
7 locations. Right here.
Absolutely.
Is this one? I think it is. Let me see. Is it going to show it? Did you get the email? The last Sharifian email? Because we actually have a distribution list. Did you get the email? Alright, so only sent one so far. So, alright, we'll touch base on that when we get off this live broadcast. So I can get that all together. We'll do that.
I'm back on board now. I ain't got to worry about that.
Tiger be like, oh shit. Why is Tiger always on my mind? Tiger ain't nowhere near me right now, but yet he's sending me a text message. I actually was gonna do something. Islam, I'm just gonna wait for a couple of people to get on board. We doing some nationalities. The topic of today is what again, Tahir? The importance of declaring and proclaiming your nationality before 2020. That's the topic of discussion today. Is there what? More, y'all gonna stop sending me text messages asking me questions about where the templates are. I just want y'all to know that. Y'all know the website is underdeveloped, and y'all also know that
Is it about to rain?
and y'all also know that there's all of the grid information has been placed on the website. So there's no need to send me any text messages asking or commanding or requesting templates. All of the templates are on the internet. They're on the internet, Islam. And they're at www.moorishamericanconsulate.org. Again, that's www.moorishamericanconsulate.org. I'm say it one more time, www.moorishamericanconsulate.org. I think I need to, how do I share, never mind, I'm going to just find it myself. I'm going to just find it myself. Hold on, let me see. And share, and then share, in a boom, 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 boom. Why are you on me? I got Holt on.
Oh, we got to add that too.
Give me a minute. Islam lovely. Lovely me Stanford. Islam lovely me Stanford. Islam lovely me Stanford. I was looking for something. I really don't know what it is. And I'm trying and I'm allowing people to jump on the news feed before I really start going. Okay? Give me a second. Give me a second. That's just looking for some stuff, you guys. I'm gonna wait for y'all. I am gonna wait for y'all. I bought a board like 3 weeks ago and I haven't used it yet. 3 weeks ago I bought this board. I bought the board 3 weeks ago. And we're gonna see if I can use this board today. and I'm intentionally slowing down to see what we're going to talk about. See what the ancestors want me to talk about. The importance of nationality. Why is nationality important? Let's open that up to floor. Why is nationality important? I actually was talking to a Moor. I was talking to a Moor sitting right behind me. And no, actually it was Harvey. I was talking to Harvey today. And when I was talking to Harvey today, he said he was listening to a video. He was listening to a video from probably several years ago. And when he was listening to the video, it was where a Moorish American defines your political status. Islam, it's not only your political status, but your status in general. And status, where's the black soil? Oh, we're waiting for Kadar for that. Okay. And the crazy part about it is I can't show you this because it's backwards, because I'm looking at the screen versus just doing the class. And that's the difficult part of writing a board and watching the video. So we'll try to manipulate things in that regards. Why is nationality important? And like I said, when I was watching a video, it was a video of a Moor standing on his square at a unlawful human trafficking center that we think are courts, which are absolutely positively not that. And we have to stop identifying in that capacity. And that's what declaring and proclaiming your nationality really is. It's telling the world, but more importantly, telling yourself who you are. Status is everything, right? I was like, so when he was in this tribunal, this unlawful human trafficking center, which is full of a bunch of mercenaries, unlawful mercenaries, the individual, the woman, because he said, I'm from Timbuktu. I'm traveling on the lands, my ancestral lands, in Timbuktu, right? Because as a sovereign, you can call any landmass what you want to call it. Doesn't matter what you want to call it. Will you please tell us what books to study? The binder for newly nationalized Moors, Manga Bay. The binder for newly nationalized Moors. You have to start with the law, and only the law, right? So what the lady said, who was claiming to be something, but keep in mind they're sitting there with the placard on top of that little podium with the black robe on and all of the things that will give you the appearance of authority, but what gives you actual authority is jurisdiction and delegation of authority. So I can sit here and walk around with a black robe on and, you know, all of the things that I have programmed the whole entire world to think that just because I can rent a room in a building and I can make it look like a so-called courthouse and play the part that gives me authority. No, it absolutely does not. And we have to get out of the comfortability, or let's say the fear, and realizing what is what and what is not, right? I was like, so if you knowing that you're nobles, they know you're nobles, they know that you are the bloodline of the sovereigns and the ancestors here, they know that. The problem is you don't know that, and they've been getting out, living on your estate, off of your estate, while they subject you to servitude. But the reality is they're subjecting you to what you subject yourself to, because you refuse to declare and proclaim your nationality. And even though a lot of us have fears and concerns and all of these things and think that we're going to lose things, you're not losing anything. You're gaining. You're gaining self. You're gaining the positions to be the actual parents and the actual authority and the care and the concerns of your children and your heirs and your progeny. And you're letting them know, wait a minute, back up. You ain't even a part of any agreements, really, when you look at it. You came here to do a job, and that job you're doing, but you've created a whole bunch of things on top of that as well. So the lady that was claiming to be something that she absolutely was not, who was hoping through your ignorance to give her delegation of authority so then she could proceed to do what her charge is under that fake system, which is to move the estate. And to get you to approve on that, because she needs you to approve it. So one thing she said, she was, well, The people believe that the government is the state of California. And when we were having a conversation, I was like, wow, you don't even know how monumental that is for her to say that the people believe the lies we've told them. What she was ultimately saying is people believe the lies that we've told them. And because they believe that lie, we've been administering the estate for them, not for their benefit, for our own benefit, but we're administering the estate because they said through their lack of knowledge as well as through our miseducation of them and them unlawfully and being coerced to implicate themselves in also in the fraud, which is to gain authority through trickery. That's why we say if you ever have an encounter with these individuals, the first thing you do is stand on what? Status. Status determines how we supposed to talk. What are we supposed to say? So if somebody comes to you and says a thing and they say, well, you have to pay 10 notes for parking in this spot. Well, the first thing you have to say is, I am Sharon Tracy Galbay, Moorish American National, in proprio persona, sui juris, in proprio solo, in proprio heredis, at all times and at all points in time. I am a descendant of the great pharaohs of Kemet and the Moabites and the Canaanites. I am the law and I am the government, and I command you state your name and nationality for the record on the record without any further comment. You do not have jurisdiction over me, and I command you set me free, return my property, cease and desist all actions. This is my notice of intent to lien you. No United States citizens has any jurisdiction over any Moorish American national. And there's a reason they don't. Knows the agent, knows the principal, knows the principal, knows the agent. Because as soon as you say that, they recognize that I do not have any authority over this individual, and they know it. Not only do they know it, there can be penalties for me thinking that I did and proving a point that they didn't. And even though our people are so used to behaving in a specific manner, so there's a lot of fear that dwells because they're concerned, but your concern should never stop you from being yourself, and it should never stop you from upholding the law. And you should never be fearful of doing that, because your children are depending upon you to not have fear dwelling within you. Because once you say who you are and you be yourself, nobody has jurisdiction over you. No matter what they may say on this tube, this lie tube, no matter what they may produce out there on the internet, like they've said a lot of things about Sharon Tracy Galbay, but not in my nom de guerre. I mean, not in my nobility. And we have to. I'm just messing with them. Islam. So what am I saying? Why is nationality important? Nationality is important because when one thing that I've always said is when you guys get through the grid and you start navigating as the heirs and the nationals that you are, you're going to see a lot of relationships end. A lot of relationships, marriages, I don't care what kind of relationship you have, they're going to end because we're not even honest about that. We're not even honest about why we got into the relationships with the individuals that we got into relationships with. Because the reality is, a lot of times people get into relationships because of support needed. Either it's financial, mental, could be social, could be a lot of different reasons. But the majority of the reasons why people get into the relationships that they get to is, I'm going to stick by this person because they can help build me up financially, emotionally, socially. And it's not really based on, I like you. I like your energy and you make me feel good in a real, genuine, spiritual way. I said about 99% of the relationships out there are going to end because majority of the people are not honest with self and why they're in the relationships that they're in. Like I tell people, my relationship with you, regardless of how it is not dependent upon any behaviors that you bestow upon me. It's not dependent upon those things, because if I like you, I'm going to hang around you all the time because I like you. There is no condition. She's so crazy. There is no condition for how Sharon Tracy Galbay feels. So you don't have to act in a specific way or behave any specific way to get a specific reaction. Sharon's going to be who Sharon is. And I implore all people to be that way. Don't be in relationships or with individuals because you're looking for a condition. Because everybody's looking for a condition. And I think you need to stop looking for conditions, be your damn selves, and be who you are. And don't align yourselves with someone who, because because they'll make you better, let's say. You make me so better. Well, it's not my job to make you better. It's your job to be better. You need 2 computers, one to work on and one for commutes. I don't even know who she's talking to. That's my problem now. Yeah, that's a lot of people's problems, relationships. Because we get into these relationships and they're very fake. They're very fake. Like some people get into relationships just because they don't want to be by themselves. They'll get into a relationship just because they want to go out all the time. They'll get into a relationship because he had good hair. They get into relationships because they're like, oh, I want to have a baby by him. Like we are really. So maybe we should stop realizing that getting your grid done, nationalizing and being in your proper person and living allodially, you'll realize just how much you love yourself, just how much the relationships you cultivate in the going forward in the future will be relationships built on like energy. You give, I give, and it ain't take. Because some people don't know how to give. They only know how to take. And a giver don't need to be around a taker. If you can't find somebody who's a giver just like you, then you might need to be alone and be okay with your own self. Be okay with your own energy. I'm only saying that because the changes that are coming, embrace them. Don't be scared and fearful of all the things that you think may happen because of past experiences or because of the television lying to you. There are so many things that people gravitate to because you're so scared of everything. How about stop being scared of things? Guess what's going to help you to stop being scared of things? Learning the law, learning how the world really runs, learning who you are, getting power and security in that. So nationality is very, very important, and you're gonna see just how important come in 2020. And why is that? What you looking for? She probably came and got you again, huh? You got what? Probably go missing that fast. I don't know what you just said. So nationality is. You mentioned earlier a little trouble with doing your posting and incoming comments. Just try and help. Oh, it's long. When I go past a moment, it's so hard to go back to a moment. I'd be like, what are you talking about? Anyway, land repossession is very, very important. Land repossession is very, very, very important. Albions are coming for subject status, just so you know. We've had an Albion come to inquire about subject paperwork. Well, I need to help, so we got to get the paperwork out, right? And it's in production. Like I said, I have 4 individuals who need to contact me so we can start the process. But I don't need to wait for those individuals that know they need to come this way anyway. So I'm going to focus on the Albions that know who they are, that's going to sit here and say, I want subject paperwork. What do I need to do for subject paperwork? Because I know I can't own anything. And I know if I go through this fraudulent system and think that I own something, I don't. So I just wanted to let you know that Albions are coming this way. Just make sure you give them paperwork for the subject status documentation. And Albions that are coming this way to support the government, the only government running here at Northwest Mexico, Morocco, the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, this is what you do. I'm going to tell you what you do. I'm going to tell you what you do. I'm going to tell you what to get prepared for now. Because the reality is you can't write no Moorish, affidavit of allodial universal liens. So you can't do the liens. The first process for Albions or foreigners of any matter to get subject paperwork is the subject name declaration. It's called a name declaration in allegiance to the Moroccan Empire. I don't have my document with me, but it's document number. This is going to be up soon. The document number is MACN. Oh no, yes, dash A 4. No. What number is that? What number is it? Come on, help me, y'all. I gotta go to the website. I gotta go to the website. It's gonna make me do it. Come on, go to the website, because the grid's on the website. Everybody that's on this platform, if you have a cell phone, go to the website, www.moorishamericanconsulate.org. Because even though you've been led to believe that corporations have authority, they don't. So nobody can issue you a warrant if you are a national and they don't even have status. So y'all need to stop letting your root chakras get attacked and seized when you don't have competency. Stop letting your roots get attacked, and then you calling me in a frenzy. Don't call me in a frenzy, because I'm gonna hang up on you. I'm not gonna hang up on you. I'm gonna tell you, like, look, I gotta go. I got somebody on the line. That's gonna be my cute way of Felicia in you. Why you laugh? I'm like, I got another call on the line. I'll be back. All right, so it's affidavit. I was right. I knew I was right. A0. Oh, so hold on. Goodness. It's MACN-A444. Okay, because 2020 is very, very important for Asiatics, and 2020 is very, very important for Albions. Okay, it's important for both of you. You have to do these. You got A444, which is the subject paperwork. It's probably been on here. Oh, I think it's not an active link. Let me see. Oh, it's coming soon. So the actual space on the website is here. It's MACN-A444. That is the affidavit of affirmation of allegiance under subject status to the Moorish National Republic Federal Government. That is the document. I'm going to go to the document. I might be able to go to my... Yeah, you know, we can't ever... Somebody walk up there and be like, look, dude, can you move? This park is so big. This is this place you want to sit here and play your rap music? I'd do it. So here, go straight do it. So here, don't get me fighting out here. What you doing?
I ain't saying nothing.
I'm
counting.
You counting?
Counting.
What's the count?
The count is so I can get up and go.
The
count.
Right. I know that's right. Look, he turned it off. Where am I looking for? Y'all supposed to be helping me. You're just sitting there looking at me. I know you in the tunnel. Get out the tunnel. It was fine. Islam. Islam, y'all. I'm looking for the document because I have everything on my shared drives. Just so y'all know, I have everything on my shared drives. The reasons why people feel like they can attack you is because majority of our people are very, very incompetent in regards to certain things. I just got the document pulled up. So this segment of the class is for you Albions that are ready for subject status. This is my subject status paperwork. This is what you must do, and this is what's going to be done. The first thing is you have to fill out MACN-A444. That document is the affidavit of affirmation of allegiance to the Moorish National Republic Federal Government. Now, only a consul of the Moorish American Consulate can issue these subject documents. That means anybody a part of the Moorish National Republic Federal Government or any other Moorish nation on northwestern Mexico. They might have different processes. This is the Moorish National Republic Federal Government's process, and it reads as follows. So the first document is MACN-A444. The first document is MACN-A444. Okay, and in that document it states for your name is going to be in the top. So let's say, because Maria Williamson. Let's use Maria Williamson. So the first, so your name will be in all capital letters, because as a U.S. citizen, that's all caps. You don't have a standardized, let's say, name. Let's say, for instance, and then it'll say XREL, United States citizen status, UN citizenship. Because unbeknownst to everybody else, no such thing of U.S. citizenship exists. It doesn't exist. So if you're going to answer to that name under that status, you are warring against the state and government, and you are being induced to fraud. So let's say induce. How do you induce yourself to fraud? But we're going to roll that up, but let me finish tighten up the subject process. All right? And then it's going to be like, I, Marie Williamson, hereby declare and affirm that I absolutely and entirely renounce and adjourn all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, sovereignty, or corporation of whom or which I have been herebefore been a subject or citizen. That I, Mary Jo Dane, what is it, Mary Jo, what's that? Jane Doe, will support and defend the supreme laws of the land to include the Declaration of Independence of 1776, Articles of Confederation of 1777, the Constitution for the United States of America, 1789, 1791, Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1787, 1836, affidavits and commands of the Moorish National Republic Federal Government against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith allegiance to the same, that I, Jane Doe, will bear and defend on behalf of the Moroccan Empire when commanded by Muslim law, that I, Jane Doe, will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the Moroccan Empire, and when commanded by Muslim law, that I will perform work of national importance under Sharifian direction when commanded by Muslim law, and that I take this oath freely without any mental reservation or purpose or evasion. So help me Allah. And then in brackets there are about 7 references from the Bible, and all of those references is in regards to debtor. Okay? And then they're going to sign it, and it's going to be approved through signatures of 2 Moorish American nationals. So you will sign in black, and the Moorish American nationals will sign. Now, to include, which is listed at the bottom of that affidavit, they're straw man and corporations. So your straw man, so that would be for this individual, Jane Doe. Jane Doe will be liened. Jane Doe's property will be liened. So Jane Doe will be debtor number 1, and debtor number 2 will be the mailing location or the residence or address of where Jane Doe resides. So that's the second. So the first one is MACN-A followed by four fours, and then the second will be the straw man lien. These are going to be done by the consul. These are going to be done by the consul because you cannot do the liens. They will be done by the consul who's assisting with your subject paperwork. Islam? So, once that is done, the third will be corporate liens. Corporation, I'm sorry. So any businesses that you might own, even though they're tied up to the straw man, particularly, they're going to also be liens. So let's say Jane Doe Fashions. Let's say Jane Doe has a organization or a company called Jane Doe Fashions. So Jane Doe Fashions will also be liens. Okay? So you got 1, 2, and 3. All right. 1 is MACN-A 444. 2 is a straw man lien. 3 is the lien of the corporations that you may have registered through that fictitious corporation called the United States of America. Okay. And the third part of that, to include 21 pieces in this process, 21 pieces of lawful money, gold and silver per subject. So that's 21 pieces of gold and silver. Okay? So what did I say? And that's 4. That's 4 processes for 444. Okay? So the first one is the MAC-N-A444. That document will probably go live. That document will probably go live. That document will probably go live within the next day. Probably be tonight, maybe tomorrow. Okay? It'll go live. You can start this process on your own. You don't have to start the initial process by contacting the consul. And every consulate will be doing subject status paperwork. Okay? So just like how Moors do their nationality, their name declaration, judicial proclamation, then they send it in. You'll do this. You'll also have an info sheet, which will provide information sheet. We'll have an information sheet. You'll have to provide a photo, and you will have to provide something else. You ain't got nothing? Information sheet, photo. Okay.
Blood type.
Don't need the blood type. I already know the blood type. You're so crazy. All right. Now this is if you're doing this on an individual basis. Know that, I'll be honest, you're going to be moved out of these areas, and know that. So you'll be allowed to domicile where you're at for a small period of time. But everything is going to be seized, has already, through multiple documents that are on the website, have already been seized up or revenued to the Moorish National Public Federal Government. And eventually you will be moving into specific areas. And once you receive, so you can dwell in those domiciles until we send notification. So once we send notification in the form of a writ of execution through the repossession process, so go get familiarized with the repossession process. That process is under Tier 6. The repossession process is under Tier 6. So get familiar with it, so you know what it looks like. There's many examples on the website. So get familiar with it. And everybody has to realize the nom de guerres have to be leaned no matter what. So it's automatic. So just like how this process is kind of the same for Asiatics, you're going to also be leaning your straw man too. So the straw mans are automatically going to be leaned. The only difference is Asiatics can stay in their domiciles and title them up and do the titling of the properties. But if somebody sends you a repossession, a writ of repossession, I'll be honest, I would start moving. You got 30 days, not even. Because when we think about the whole process of repossession for the Moorish American Nationals, the whole process of repossession for the Moorish American Nationals, once we send the original repossession order, that's your opportunity to challenge jurisdiction and to challenge claims. But you can't challenge claims because you don't have a status and standing here at Morocco, so you can't challenge that. No need to go to your attorneys because they don't have jurisdiction or status and standing to be here, and they're not going to help you because they know darn well if they send any documentation on any of their corporate letterhead, they're automatically going to get liened because they know they can't do business here at Morocco. So know that. The only advice they're probably going to give you is that lien can't be overturned by anybody else. It's a done deal. It's an end of you. Islam. So once you get it, 3 days. If you don't respond in 3 days, within 3 days, they're going to do the non-response document. Once they do the non-response document on you, after you acquiesce on that by not rebutting it, because you can't rebut it because you know darn well you don't have authority to be dwelling on any of the houses, and you've been using unlawful and illegal mercenaries who also don't have jurisdiction to protect you on foreign lands. So realize this is getting very, very serious. And everything we've done thus far was for you to recognize that this is getting very, very serious. Okay? And it is our due process, our administrative process, and our due process to give you notifications. So when we do come and you're still there, that's on you. Okay? Completely on you. So you got 3 days for the repossession, 3 days for the non-response, and then after the non-response, it's writ of execution. That's 3 days. So that might be 3339. Some people are really quick with it, and they do it in 9 days. 9 days, right? But a lot other of us have to solidify other things, because you're going to stop warring with the government one way or another. We're coming in peace and in harmony and just reclaiming and revenuing our Moorish estates, and it is your responsibility, if you want to remain in honor and on our land, to do what we tell you to do. Because we've always been telling you what to do, even in our black, Negro, colored status. When we were calling you outside of your authority, giving you the authority to do the things that you've been doing thus far. So that's why I say, whenever you call them a so-called judge, whenever you call them a so-called officer, whenever you say that you go on to court, whenever you say that you got a warrant, whenever you say any of these things, you're spelling yourself and you're giving delegation of authority, because even though they treat you like garbage, they know you are nobility in the sovereigns. They absolutely, positively know this. And just like I said, well, the one thing she said in that unlawful tribunal was what? She said, they believe this is the state of blah, 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 blah. What did she say when she said that? We're only claiming authority because they done gave it to us. We're only saying a certain thing because they believe those things that we say. So for a lot of Asiatics, an Albion got to tell them the sky is blue. And if we tell them something different, they ain't even going to believe it, because they wait for an Albion to tell them everything. And that's social engineering. But this is a new day now today, Moors. And you all in y'all proper standing, and we done banged out all opposition, even though everybody's showing tele-live vision. So every piece of paper that you get in the mail, like I tell you, because of your connotative linguistics and because of your ignorance based on the social programming that's been placed within you, has been telling you what? They decoys. Always, right? Decoys or invitations. Invitation, call them. You better get this invitation to sin out my face. Invitations, you giving me an invitation to sin. And I don't get right with that. It's an invitation to sin. Why is it an invitation to sin? Why is it an invitation to sin? Because they're asking you to answer to the fraud so they can violate you and move your estate, which is what this is all about. Money, 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 money. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Even though they ain't talking about money, they ain't even dealing in it. Islam? So, when you get repossession orders, Albions, this is you, this is us determining as the nationals here who can stay and who got to get on the boat. Why? Because if you're going to continue to be in breach while we're in peaceful demonstrations reclaiming our estate, you're proving you don't need to be here. Because when we do our writ of possessions, when we claim land, we come in with our turbans and our fezzes, we come in with our Moroccan flag. You have been commanded to respect, honor, and get out the way. So whatever we tell you, do it. I've leaned every last property on my estate. It's now my estate because I've claimed it. I'm talking about 1111 Yeshurun Moabite estate, and every house that's dwelling on that estate, because there's about 11 to 12 domiciles on that. I've claimed up all of them. I've sent the writ of possession, and I've sent the non-response, and I gave a lot more time because I'm just so busy as a judiciary and a mother and a sister. Gave you a lot more time. Those writs of executions will be processed by the end of the week. Those writs of executions will be processed by the end of the week. You are to vacate those buildings now. Don't wait. You already non-response. Those writ of executions is just executing everything else that has been placed on the record. And if you don't know, if you're not aware that it's on the public record, it's on the website, MoorishAmericanConsulate.org, www.MoorishAmericanConsulate.org, as well as on Scribd in the file section of the Facebook group. So start packing up, just get off the block, because I have a lot of displaced Moors from all of your unlawful practices here through your mercenary organizations, all of which who've been leaned, and they know they just got to go, but they just got to keep going to work and not getting paid, and they mad because all of their cars have been seized. But keep in mind, they've probably still got the cruisers because they got weapons not for you because they can't fire a shot at them more. And they know this. They know they can't fire a shot at a Moorish American national, but they can sit here and shoot at you at Negro, colored, and black people all day because you in breach. And law does not support people outside of their nativity. Nobody. So I did talk about the MACN-A444. I did talk about that. We're not going to put a lot of emphasis on it. I just wanted to put this because I know a lot of Albions watch this show. I know a lot of Asiatic sons have relations with Albions. Look, if your consort or your boyfriend, whatever you want to call, I don't know, is not going to help you, you can help yourself. You don't got to wait for him to do subject status paperwork. You can do it yourself. You ain't got to wait for the sons to sit here and stop acting like they ain't got to protect their subjects that they've created and how they've aligned themselves. We put out appeals for the past 3-4 freaking weeks talking about sons, respect, and handle your business and protect your babies that you've created with Albions, because they are not Moabite, they're Albion. So you have to do subject paperwork for them. That does still include 21 pieces of gold and silver. Don't worry, she got it. He got it. They got it hiding in the basement. They ain't tell you where it's at. That's their exit strategy. That's me, right? Oh, look at piece of pressure. Look, you done put it in the book. You did that at Staples? No?
Sir Speedy.
Sir Speedy? That's on the internet. Is that an actual place? That place you was telling me about. Oh, I want to do that. That's so cool. Islam, Patricia. Islam. But the point that I'm trying to make is that everybody got to get in alignment. This process, like I said, is going to be up because like I said, it's only one document. It's only one page. I think it's 2 pages. 2 pages. It's a 2-page document. You have to sign it. You have to take classes. So Jamal, Robin, Arthur, and all you other individuals that know you are Albions, start the classes to get your people together and ready for the next step. That is, teach them Articles of Confederation, the Declaration of Independence, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, and all the affidavits and commands that have been set. You've been under us. You've been watching everything we do. Get your people in alignment. Be in honor first. Do the paperwork. It's going to be online within the next couple of days. It's going to be there. It's going to be Chuck's. I'll put it there. Any Albion that wants the subject paperwork, send Sharon Tracy Galbay an email. A text message. 610-803-1170. 610-803-1170. Send me an email, a text message with a photo of you so I know who you are, and your information so we can send you the subject paperwork so you can get started. I'm doing this because I love all. And we have to transition. So too do you. You have to. I don't have any issues answering that phone and assisting you since your own brothers and sisters won't do it. I'll do it. I done everything else. I got Izeel assisting me with the website. He be on fleek mode just right along with me. I'll be like, all right, wait a minute. We got some work to do tonight. Got to do this. Got to do that. We got to get the subject stuff working because we want to assist you. We want to help you. Because if you got a United States citizen documents, those so-called corporate state war cards, you are property and they can seize you up at any time. But if you are subject of the Moorish National Republic federal government and you got supporting documentation and you're going to be in our database under these subject numbers, you're protected. So if the sons ain't going to protect you, that created you, that relationship, that confusion, they're not going to do it. We're going to do it. They're not going to do it. We're going to do it. So send me the emails. Send me the text messages. 610-803-1170. Sharon will start the process. Sharon done had to start so many damn processes, don't make no sense. Y'all keep acting like I ain't gonna be at my falls. I'm gonna be at my falls and dare somebody to come on my property. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be a good time for you. I'm telling you, ain't gonna be a good time for you. I'm gonna be over there chilling.
Yes.
And like I was telling Light, she gonna have to send one of those gazebos. What are those big blimps? Sharon, would you come on to work? No, I'm not, cause y'all, no, I'm not coming to work. No. It's long. So what am I saying?
How's everybody feeling?
I put a lot of work on nationality. Is the order of the day, and if you have no nationality, you're in ipso jure a subject. But here's the thing: there's no ipso jure. You're a subject, right? But for you to be a nationally recognized subject of the Moroccan Empire, you got to get subject documentation. You absolutely have to have that. Because those war cards are not going to be utilized at all. Those war cards are not going to be utilized. You ain't going to be able to go to the store. And once your credit cards start decline, or what? Because as soon as it's already here. Because as soon as you tried to use it, you got leaned. Do this process if you love your babies. Do this process if you love your families. Do this process if you love living in the land of milk and honey where freedom lives.
That's right.
But if you don't do this process, by you not doing this process, you're telling us you want to be deported. And this is called due process and notification. So if it does happen to you because you got some belligerent mercenary husband or wife and they've taken allegiance to the Vatican or the Jesuit order or whatever, you better look. If you scared to die, and that's why you're still in breach, you might want to look. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You know what to do. You always gotta put a picture. I tell everybody, send me a photo. I tell everybody, send me a photo. And I tell everybody to send me the photo because there's so many people that contact me with different phone numbers. So I have a database on my phone, and I build that database. So when I ask you for a photo, when I command a photo, and you don't give me one, I get kind of messed up. I do get mad because I want to put you in the system. And so when you contact me, because keep in mind, there's going to be no way anybody's going to be able to hypothecate you when the Moors are, because the Moors are in power again. Because the hands of ownership have already switched. Why aren't they showing you this in the media? Because they don't want y'all flooding us. That's why. They don't want y'all all of a sudden, Sharon can't even walk down the street. Or wherever we domicile, because a lot of things, they all of a sudden be like, where's Sharon at? This is a post office box. She doesn't domicile here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already there. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people contacting me by email, contacting me by text message, calling me. Look, don't be at the back of the line because you're waiting to see what's going to happen. And the reasons why it's not in front of your face is because you're supposed to be in honor and you're supposed to be accepting your nationality and doing the right thing. That's why. Because you should not need motivation to be yourself. I shouldn't be sitting in front of you like, you're not Negro, colored, and black. Huh? What do you mean? I'm not Negro. You're a Moorish American national. I'm not going to do that. No. Okay, well, because if they showed all types of successes, it would be mayhem out there. That's why they're never going to show you that. You got to be able to read and you got to be able to interpret the stars, the moon, the sky, the energy. We just had a full moon. Everybody went crazy. Sharon went hiding. I was watching Battlestar Galactica. Y'all think I'm playing? I was in there like, they ain't coming back out for 2 days. I was watching Battlestar Galactica. I love that show. I love spacey shows because if you haven't noticed, I don't want to be on this rock. I ain't want to be on this rock since I was 12. I was like, what is up? Why am I here? What's this? I signed up for this. Did I really do that? I signed up for this. I did it for y'all. Y'all know I did it for y'all. That's so crazy. My babies are free and clear.
Yes.
I did that for them. I did that for y'all. I ain't scared of nobody. If I was scared of somebody, I'd still be counting. Still chilling, because I was chilling. I ain't gonna act like I wasn't. I was not dealing with what 99.9% of my peoples was dealing with, because I'm proactive, not reactive. When I realized that there's a certain way that I have to navigate to have an okay life, I gotta navigate that way. I wasn't into the streets. I wasn't doing any of those things. I didn't overstand. Like when people contact me, I'd be like, what the hell am I doing? I worked every day. I paid my bills. I was a modeled citizen. Never been arrested. None of that nonsense. I'm coming in clean. Squeaky clean. When I found out that when I found out that I was a slave by Taj Tariq Bey, I was heartbroken. I was like, what the fuck are you talking? I was like, I thought I was good. I was like, Taj had me on fleek mode. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not. I was like, let me get this rid of Discovery over to Wells Fargo. I'm being real with you. I was like, I did this for my babies. I was crying. So when I did Mothers Fix the Sin Your Mother Placed You In, that is coming from the heart. Mm-hmm. All these topics come from the heart, because I was sick. And then when I was at a basketball game. I was at a basketball game, and it was at a rec center, and it was all our babies there. I was the only adult outside of the people who worked there. And then there was a couple of other adults that were there. They were older people that I remember from school. This is how older they were, right? And it was all sons with like a handful of little daughters. And they were playing a basketball game. And my heart hurt. It still hurts, and I'm not going to cry. I might walk away. Watching our sons and our daughters be just left the freak alone to live in a society that don't give a damn about them. They were playing basketball. They was just having a great old time, cursing up a storm, like fighting, beating, like, I was like, stop. I was like, what did you say? I was like, the only person in there concerned. But they were beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Asiatic sons and daughters. And all I wanted to do was like, man, I'm taking all y'all babies from y'all. I'm taking them all. Because they deserve better parents, man. Fix the sin your mother placed you in. How about this, mothers? Don't place your sons and your daughters in sin you gotta fix. Have them and don't sell them to slavery. I don't care. You scared? I don't give a damn. If I had a child, if I got with another child, I'd be having that baby in my living room, and dare somebody come tell me what to do with it. Let me tell you. Because for some people, they don't have to fix the sin their mother placed them in. And do you know how beautiful that is? And that's because of us, y'all. Us standing up, declaring and proclaiming our nationality, fixing it, educating them, giving them the knowledge, the erudite lessons they deserve and they need to be functioning adults in society. Somebody told me about a shootout the other day down in Philadelphia. I'm not talking about the fake one that happened last week on Wednesday, where all the Albions was sitting here acting like they was on a movie screen. I ain't talking about that crap, because that was crap. They all was playing games. Keep all this stuff, everything that they do, all the finance and the resources, our resources they put into Hollywood is so you will not do anything to defend yourself, and you will leave your children defenseless. Y'all gonna stop, because I'm gonna make you feel bad, just like Taj Tariq Bey, baby. Made me feel horrible. But they were fighting, right? They were fighting on the street, right? And then and then he was like, an Asiatic woman came out, like, and the policy enforcers, they was there in their little car and they just rolled off. And they wasn't even bothered by it. I was like, why is it their problem? They only there to make sure y'all don't do nothing stupid, right? I was like, moms, you did that to them. You created these heirs, sons and daughters alike. You sold them away. You told somebody else to educate them, and those individuals that are educating them are making them incapable of competing. And even the ones that are capable of competing, they're gonna make sure they got at least one charge on them before they even turn 18, and try to bang them with that their whole entire life. So they can't get a so-called JOB. Where you think they're supposed to be? They can't get a JOB. They can't produce anything outside of drugs and violence. You did that to them. You made them completely defenseless to defending themselves and learning how to live. That's why a lot of them with Albion women. A lot of them. They ain't there because they love no Albion women. They there because they pay the bills. They know that. That's why they're there. Because you want somebody to pay bills here. You're like, look, you can't pay. Huh? How you can't? No, you can't even get a job. I know what y'all doing. I know what your women are doing to your court, your consorts, while they out there. I already know. I ain't going to go all deep into that because that's going to be another one. You sit here sending your sons out there to go help you pay the bills, and where are they going? Where are they going to go work, y'all? Where? So they got to go there, be victimized. They leave. You kick them out the house because they're 18. But you left them defenseless to even support and defend themselves because they don't have nationality. They don't know law. And whenever something happens, they get a freaking an attorney to turn them over to the state. That's why 99.9% of the sons that are ours are sitting in POW camps right now. My consort included. He gonna be out real soon. Cause Sharon doing what she need to be doing. Always doing what she need to be doing. I don't got time to really go out and eat and all that other stuff because I don't really got time for none of that. It's about us. We're gonna be partying in a minute.
Yes.
I know I'm gonna be partying in a minute. The question is, are you gonna be partying in a minute?
Me too.
Fatima gonna be partying in a minute. Why? Why Fatima gonna be partying and Sharon Tracy Bell Bay gonna be partying and Brandy Yasmina Bay gonna be partying and Light Tajiri Bay gonna be partying and Darian's Hatfield L and Demetrius Barker Bay and Samaj Bay. I'll be butchering. That's why, yeah. All these Moors gonna be partying. Why? Because they getting their grid done. Because they getting their grid done. No matter how they may not understand the whole process when they start, because none of us do, but they getting it done. Because there's salvation at the end of that tunnel. The beginning of your grid is slavery. The end is freedom. Which one you want? And if you ain't off, and if you're not even on the grid, you're enslaved. And that's just our grid. Because Albion, you're going to have your own grid too. I know you want. I'm like, where's our grid? I know you want a grid. You're going to have a grid. Because Sharon going to give you one. Because I love you too. Even though you gang war with me and you going to fucking stop. Oh, I said it. What was that? Did y'all see that?
What was it?
Did you see that? Something came by. What was that? Was that a spirit?
Must have been.
That was so awesome. Hello. Wherever you went. That was beautiful. I wasn't scared. Y'all would be like, oh, in the name of Jesus. Let me shut up. Let me tell y'all. Yo, I love scary movies. I'd be like, look at her. Remember Exorcist? I always go on tangents. I do it on purpose. Banging it. Bang, 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 bang. Because I can't say the other stuff because we PG. We got babies.
Yeah.
We PG. I can't do that. You better get your grid done, Denise. Janaya. You bet. UFO light. Really? Here we go. See, that's what I expect that from Al Shabazz Bay. We're here. Did I just speak him up? Because he's like, Sharon, I just heard the tingling. Because he be straight nanite in the nanite world. And I be cracking up. People like, I got a nanite on me right now. I'll be like, we all got nanites. Because we know military. They got to watch us at all times. So if they watching us at all times, they know all the stuff we be doing. And they be like, guess what?
They know them lean.
I got you right now. Because you just did that. I saw you, Sharon. You ain't see Sharon do nothing that she can't tell you to her face. Oh, they kicked you off? Because I did see your little hearts.
They just kicked me off.
Because there's so much brightness and light right now. So, Albions, we're going to make you a grid. I'll manifest that. Because we're going to have you on a grid somewhere with... It's probably going to be on the Moorish National Republic Federal page. Or maybe we'll put a page that's going to be straight for subject statuses. Maybe we'll do another page. So, Iziel, I think I see you on the platform. Can you make a grid... I'm sorry, a page, because I think we have pages that we can add. So do a page. I don't know what we want to call it, y'all.
That's right, guys.
What we want to call it down page? Y'all better help me, because y'all ain't gonna make me do everything. What's the page? And we got other stuff to talk about too, in terms of credit instruments.
See that? Brandy put, that's the ancestors coming to class.
I know, just like I'm late. It was the most interesting thing that I've ever seen. It was like, was it me? Was it me, y'all? It wasn't me. Because I don't think I was doing all this. Step into the light, Caroline. Am I making y'all dizzy, y'all? Am I making y'all dizzy? Anyway, so, Iziel, if we can do another tab, because I saw the other additional tabs, and put a tab just for subject. Huh? There ain't no only in violent. That'd be straight in Philly. They do that stuff in Philly. Wait a minute, I saw somebody in Philly yesterday. No, last week. He had one of those subject page. Is that what we want to call it? More subject page? More subject. I don't know, man. You ain't helping me?
I'm thinking. Not that, though.
We'll have it up by tonight. Let's say that. We'll have it up either by tonight or tomorrow. One of those subject page. Subject. I wanted to say something. I wanted to have a beautiful...
I'm putting it in.
We must have a beautiful, more subject registry?
No.
Why? What about you, Iziel? You like more subject registry? Because she ain't giving me nothing talking about stuff. She ain't giving me nothing but talking.
Let me think.
Or more subject ipso jury. I like what Iziel said. Maybe more subjects. Look, we ain't putting citizenship in nothing. I know I don't like the word. I'm sorry. More subject. More subject.
What is subject in
status? More subject status? I don't fucking know.
what is subject in Arabic?
Brandy likes it. Subject allegiance. More citizen. Come on, more y'all the people. Tell me what you want. What we want? More what? More subject what? No? We got nothing. So we got more citizen. Let me see what we got. Let me write this down. We got to come up because all this stuff got to be on that page. Because we are going to post the recordings also underneath. So y'all subjects will stop being so scared and do what you acting like it's a death sentence to be a subject. You was a subject of the United States Service Corporation as a citizen, which had no benefits, and you ain't have a problem signing up for that. I'm just saying. Really, right? They ain't have a problem. They ain't have a problem going to be a subject to go drive a car for the United States Service Corporation. Why y'all got an issue being a subject of the Moroccan Empire? I'm confused. Moorish subject citizen registry. Citizen registry, and then he has Moorish allegiance, subjects. What's up? Moorish citizen. We're gonna do a vote in the group, and that'll be the page. Moorish allegiance. What you say? More subject request for submission. What? What? Oh, wait a minute. Moorish. Oh, goodness. Hold on. American national for sure. Moorish American consulate sovereign citizen. No. Sorry, baby. Ain't no sovereign gonna be in your status. Moorish subject request for submission. No. Allegiance. Why are you trying to be submission? What's that about? You got some stuff going on with you? Moorish. What? ipso jure registry. All right, what else we got? Moorish subject registry. Bet. Moorish citizen subject agency. Citizen. What you got? And she got, what's that? Moorish what? Maldu. What is the other word? Recording?
Yeah, recording. You can't read.
Ain't no, I can't read. You got bubble letters. Don't you have people that have bubble letters? Everything like a bubble. Everything look alike. Got bubble letters. Maldu. Maldu.
Yeah, Maldu. It means subject in Arabic.
What about in Latin?
Yeah,
Is this mine?
a bean pie.
I'm good. I have an 8 already.
A bean pie.
All right, I like it. We got 5 suggestions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more because we always like to top things off at 7. We have Moorish subject citizen registry. We have Moorish allegiance subjects. We have Moorish citizen. We have Moorish ipso jure registry. We have Moorish Madu recording, but she's going to get the Latin derivative. I'm looking to claim nationality tomorrow. Well, where are you domiciled? Moroccan registry? Moroccan registry? Moroccan registry?
That's the brother that lives over there.
Yeah.
With the flag. Why he take it down? Did you ask?
Moroccan subject?
On East Avenue, there was 2.
Moroccan subject status. All right. So we got, what, you didn't look up the Latin?
It don't have it in, it's
In citizen?
subject.
Huh?
Subject.
What, citizen is a subject?
Yeah. Oh, citizen? Let me see. What is it?
This is Chalet, right? Oh, please. Karen, really? Oh, I said this on Facebook. Karen, you should be on Facebook. What is this? Why do I care? Are you still talking at,
What is what in subject in Latin?
I can't fight. I can't.
Citizen or subject?
Anyway. You said then we define for them in subject status paperwork. Virginia, Islam, Moroccan subject registry, Moroccan subject. What are you doing? I'll write it. Let me see what you're writing. See this? Is citizen? What status?
Hi, granddaughter.
So it's CIVIS. What's this part right here?
You can always do that. What?
Give me your phone, because you all in the middle
See
of
this in Latin.
No, what's this part right here? Oh, in Latin you was about to put it.
Yeah, you took the
What about subject?
subject. It don't have nothing.
It's the same?
Yeah, it's subject.
Okay. There are not many nationals here. Here where? Where you live? Where you domicile?
She's 12.
Well, lovely Stanford, lovely me Stanford. No, we're not. We're not. We just gave them a couple of minutes. And it was in regards to doing the tab for subject status because we need to get that up there because everybody needs to have a remedy. Everybody needs to have a remedy for the subject, for the ward status, right? So, and because an Albion came, we got to support them because a lot of them do support. They do. Just like how they said Albion's Europeans is helping, why aren't you? A lot of them are helping us. So for a lot of us, if there was no assistance from the Albions to a degree, because you know when the time is right, because the astrology and the moons and the stars tell us when certain times fluctuate, and we have to kind of seize that opportunity. We have to kind of go on it, and Albions are also having a lot of problems in this system as well. It's been a lot of Albions inquiring about how to be a part, sis, lovely Stanford. So we have to get this done, and that's true. We absolutely have to get it done. And we went over the process. It's very simple. Y'all ain't gotta do that much. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do as much as we do. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have this process. Like I said again, it's not up on the website, but the process is ready and functioning, and it'll be on the website within a day or two. It might be tonight, might be tomorrow. I'm not going to guarantee it tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but you can start the process with the actual paperwork as soon as you send me a text message or send any of the judiciaries a text message. Our contact information is on the website under the Moorish National Public Federal Government tab. It's like I said, it's in production. But if you want to send me your email address to send you documentation to start the process, don't just send me your email. Send me your email address, your name, your mailing location, as well as your a photo, name, mailing location, photo, and email address. Name, mailing location, photo, and email address. Name, mailing location, photo, and email address, so we can start the subject status paperwork as well. I wanted to start this with the 4 individuals I named earlier today, and wanted them to be in honor and to assist, but I can't wait for people to come to me. I gotta do what I gotta do. More subject status request. Okay, so we have those that Brandy, did you write all that down so you can bring it up later? Can you write all the subject, the names of that tab that we're going to have? Yeah, it takes us all to fix it.
Yeah. It takes a village to raise a child. So.
Yeah, because a lot of I'll be out to start talking to you. They'll start when they because a lot of them are kind of a little scared to talk to you too, because we so violent. No, we not. We so happy-go-lucky. We're really not violent. So if y'all didn't get it, it was subject. I'm gonna just take a photo of it. I ain't gonna wait for y'all. I don't think I can take a photo. I only got 10%. Oh yes, I can. Take a photo. I'll take a photo. Send it to Izeel. I'll send it to you, Zeel. Before I forget. There you go. Send that to you and put it in a group. Nope, not that one. Put it in a group.
Savon is ready.
There we go. So, the next topic that we're going to talk about, anywhere near Columbus, VA, where I can actually. So we're going to update, I'm in the process of updating the Judiciary tab as well as the Consul tab. I got to get all the photos of the consuls, current consuls commissioned with the Moorish National Public Federal Government. We have old photos. I want everybody to send me new photos because I want newer, fresher photos. So everybody who does have consul commissionings, who have consul, thank you, Brandy, who have consul commissionings, that's you, son, Tahir, a lot of individuals, and I mean, send me an email. I'm sorry, not an email, a text message with your photo, and say, yes, Sharon Tracy Del Bay, I am commissioned consul with the Moorish American Consulate. I'm going to email you a copy of my delegation of authority, which is my consul commissioning document, and here's a photo for the website. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all want to add to that website. If it's a phone number in the email, in the mailing location, if you are accepting nationalities, I don't want to make these assumptions, okay? So for consuls commission, that's all you consuls commissions, that's all you consuls commissions. Send me a text message with your email address, your phone number, your a current photo with either a turban or a fez, preferably. But if you don't want to do either or yet because you're not ready or you don't have, just send me a good photo of you so I can post in a console on a console page. If you don't want your phone number up there, then just say I don't want my phone number up there, Sharon. Just give them my email address and mailing location. But for consuls commissions, they're going to have to be able to contact you. So I would prefer you to have a cell phone, an email, and a mailing location. And if your mailing location, P.O. boxes, I know a lot of people have P.O. boxes because they don't want people to know where they domicile, which is very recommended at this point. But if you don't want to receive nationality documentation in the mail, then don't put your mailing locations. But if you are currently doing nationalities because you have a stamp, if you have a stamp from the consulate for doing nationalities, please let's because we need way more people to do nationalities, okay? And it's no point for somebody who's all the way over here to come all the way over here. And then just set up appointments. Like, oh, I want to declare proclaim my nationality, and have a meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? We all sovereigns in our own right. We're all sovereigns in our own right. You don't need to be told what to do, Morris. You don't need to be told what to do. You're just used to being told what to do, but you don't need to be told what to do. All right. Now let's talk about some things. Light Tajiri Bay is going to, within the next day or two, I got to kind of get confirmation on it, is going to do a video with other vizier, Marcel Maddox Bay and Light Tajiri Bay will be doing a video on the finance piece. That's done, y'all. I'm telling you. Living a lowly off your estate. Don't try to bust in front of the line when you always at the back of the line with grade 1. I mean, tier 1. You already in tier 1 trying to be in tier 7 or 6. You're in tier 1. But there's things. The first thing that everybody got to do is tier 1. Have your nationality identification card. And don't get mad at me because it might take a couple of weeks because you didn't send everything on the first one. If you send everything on the first one, your stuff get done so fast. But when I got a consul, I got to text you, where's this? Like I get, I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm not going to say it. But nationality identification cards are very, very important. So you need your nationality identification cards and you need to complete tier 1. Moors, don't wait for the last minute to send out a copy of your nationality documentation to those 7 locations. But here's the thing. You don't have to send them in legal size. Don't waste the paper. I'm just saying. Yes, I would do it in letter. I'm just going to give y'all some... Look, y'all. Y'all got to learn how to do things good. So if I was to declare and proclaim my nationality today, and I have to send it to the 7 locations, that nationality recording. So I would do a nationality recording for my documentation. So it would be the cover letter with the name declaration, the judicial proclamation. So those all together, like 11 pages. I would scan them, get a record number from one of the viziers. You can email them like, oh, I need a record number for my nationality recording. I need a record number for my nationality recording, right? So scan it all into your system, PDF, and then upload it to file section of the Facebook group. And if you got Scribd accounts, upload it to your Scribd, and then do a 1-page notice declaration. Declaration. Like send the face sheet if you want to send the face sheet, which has your actual record number on it, and then do a cover letter and say, look, I am Sharon Tracy Galbay. Do the mantra. Mantra be the first part. I am Sharon Tracy Galbay, Moorish American National, improprio persona sui juris, improprio solo, improprio heredis at all times, at all points in time. I am a descendant of great pharaohs of Kemet and of the Moabites and of the Canaanites. Nobody has jurisdiction over me, and I command you set me free. Right? Those agents, those principal agents. And then under that, here is the link to recordings of my nationality. And on that, I would wait for the nationality identification card, but if you don't have the nationality identification card, then I would put a picture on the back. And there's something that I want to do, but I'm not sure how easily it's going to be done by other people, so I'm not even going to suggest it yet. So you can have so the cover is going to say, I am Sharon Tracy Galbay, say the mantra, here is, this is the link, and if you have a Scribd account where you have already uploaded your nationality, say this is the Scribd account link to my nationality documentation. And then put, just a little, I can make it a cover letter, put a little cover letter, and then you just send that 1 page to them. That's what I would do. I'm just saying. Instead of sending 11 pages times 7 to all these different locations. That's what Sharon would do. So what did I say? How they wanting to infiltrate? See, I always go into the negative. Infiltrate what? What are they infiltrating? Those Albion donations could be agents wanting to infiltrate. I don't understand that. How can they be infiltrating if they want subject paperwork? What's the infiltration? It ain't like they'll be in meetings. They'll have their own meetings. Or there'll be a Moorish American consulate or some other Moor to hold meetings on teaching them the fundamentals of the supreme laws of the land and how to navigate. Somebody needs to do that. I ain't doing classes, okay? These are what I did the most, and you just contact me and we'll just start the process. Email. Text message. I already told you. I ain't gonna say it again. Rewind. For Albions that want to start the subject status paperwork, send an email to one of the viziers. I am an Albion. This is my name. Here's my email address, my phone number, my contact, my mailing location, and a photo of me. I wish to start the subject status paperwork immediately. And then you just send them the email on the supporting documentation that they need. You're going to do the rest. Like I said, they're only going to do that one sheet. They're going to do that one sheet. They're going to give you their information. We're going to create an info sheet. They're going to give you the information to start that process. There is no such thing as infiltration in the process of subject status. There's no such thing as it. Islam? He redirected me because I was talking about something else. And I don't remember what it was.
Not gonna do class. Email. Getting the right information out to you.
Right, I don't even know where I started. Stop, yeah, because that's why I can't read the comments, because y'all start, I'll be like, what the heck did we just talk about? All right, and for you mercenaries that are going to want subject status paperwork, you're going to have to quit your job. I'm just saying, yeah. You're going to have to quit your job. I'm just saying, yeah. You're going to have to stop going to work. Because mercenaries, I'm just saying, it's not going to be a good time. All the violations that you've been steeping upon yourself, you might just get a boat ticket ride home. I'm just saying. And that's off the landmass. But change is good. Positive change is better. You know, like somebody smack you in the face, and then later they say, I'm sorry. You be like, okay. See how hard that is? Okay, but I don't want to talk to you though, but okay. We ain't friends. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? But what was I talking about, y'all, before Martell McCoy interrupted me? Because I really don't know where to jump back in. Thank you. Okay. I was talking about the consuls and the consul pages. So consuls who've been commissioned with the Moorish American Consulate, and you have verification of that because you have a PDF copy of your consul commissioning. Send the email, send the text messages to any vizier, but send it because we need photos to put on the site. We need photos to put on the site so we can get all the other people to know, oh, I got a consul right down there. Oh, there's a consul over in Ohio. Oh, there's a consul over here. So they can call you and talk to you, especially if they're local. Islam? And that's gonna transition over into Sharifian peace officers as well. And also remember, I posted where to get the t-shirts, the Sharifian peace officer t-shirts, and you can start ordering those so you'll have them when you need to put them on and come out and be wherever Sharon Tracy Gale Bay commands your butt to be. I know, yes. Gotta, yep. We all gonna get training. We have classes. All the classes are posted on social media, on the Facebook page. Like I said, it's constantly changing, and I'm putting a lot of information into that. Sharon Tracy Gale Bay is going back to her domicile on Friday. I ain't really want to tell y'all that, but I'm telling you. Call me if you want to come. Call me. Text message me if you want to be a part. Contact me if you want to be a part. I ain't gonna say it again. Get the message. Yes, we will have consul commission classes starting again Tuesdays, unless we switch it to another day. It's hard to find days to put them to, so they got to be Tuesdays. I don't know what other day we can have them. I don't know what other day we can have them. I I just don't feel like looking for the work, Raymond. Why y'all trying to make me do all the work? I'm not doing all the work. Send me a damn photo, a PDF of your commissioning document, and the other information, so I ain't gotta go look for it. That's all. I don't want to go look for it. Why you always trying to put more work on me, Raymond Bayl? Send me the damn stuff, because I know you a consul. Yeah, send me my email so I can put everybody on the Facebook. I know I did, but they missed it. Yes, they did. They missed it. I didn't spill the beans. Look, we gotta stop trying to, man, look. I'm done. The Corey Christopher Pitts L is gonna be out. Nora Bay is gonna be out. And every other Moorish American national is gonna be out of those POWs. We got credit instruments. We gotta level the books. I posted a couple of credit instruments to give you guys an idea of what they're going to start to look like. We've approved them in the judiciary meeting last night. We had a judiciary meeting last night. We approved the my cell phone number is 610-803-1170. 610-803-1170. And you can find my phone number on the website as well. It's up there. So the credit instruments. We approved a credit instruments to go out to 4 different major resources that we need as Moorish American nationals. One was for travel. One was for food. Another one was for lodging. And then there was one other one that I cannot think of in my head. Because and that's why it's going to be so important for you to have your Moorish American record numbers, because that's going to be how they validate if you are a declared, proclaimed Moorish American national under the Moorish National Republic federal government. Those changes are already being done in these corporations. They're saying it now. They're speaking it on TV. And if you have an ear to hear, you will hear exactly what they're saying. He's not Pitts. See, y'all always y'all be spelling the heck out of each other because y'all don't know what to say. His name, he's an L. Don't be shortening us. He's an L. He's Corey Christopher Pitts L. Not Pitts. It's not Pitts. Ronald. How can I become a consul? Water. Water what? What are you talking about, water? You tell me to drink some water? Islam. So, where else we at? So we're going to do credit instruments at the government level. So we did credit instruments at the government level. And that process, I just want to let you know that process is starting. So, you know, what's in your wallet is going to be very, very important. What's in your wallet? What's in your pocket? What is that? What identifies you in terms of your nativity? It's going to be in your wallet. So you're going to have to declare and proclaim your nationality. You're going to have to get your national identification cards and get recorded with the Moorish American Consulate, so we can, because the process is going to be this way. For all declared Moorish American nationals, all they have to show for proof of resources is their national identification cards. Pitts L. No, it's the Corey Christopher Pitts L. Who's Pitts L? I don't know who Pitts L is. It's the Corey Christopher Pitts L. Just like it's Sharon Tracy Gale Bay, not Ms. Gale, Ms. Sharon, ma'am. Sharon Tracy Gale Bay. Changing my appellation soon, but not yet. Not yet. Thinking about it, marinating on it, mellowing on it. What else? Oh, Azil, you ain't upload those documents that I needed uploaded yesterday. I'm just letting you know. They not uploaded yet. You gonna upload them right now? You gonna upload them right now? You gonna upload those things right now? I would be so happy if you did them today so I can see them. Because the people need to see them. That's why I wanted them uploaded. At the top. At the bottom. At the top. And I love the way it's looking with the liens having their own specific page, the liens having their own page, and then all the other notifications, public record notifications on the public records page. So I do like how it's developing very, very well. But the credit instruments, national identity is how you will access your resources. Exactly. National identification cards will be how you will be accessing your resources. You'll also be doing manifestuses, affidavit of resource manifestuses. Those are the equivalent of a corporate procurement, let's say, for instance. A lot of corporations are going to online services. That's not by accident, it's on purpose. It's going to online services. That's not by accident, that is on purpose, because you're going to be ordering your things and providing for them through and pointing to that credit instrument for payment. Oh, travel was the other one. So travel, food, lodging, and energy. So those are the 4 big major credit instruments that the consulate consulate is doing, or the government is doing for the Moors. Keep in mind, we should have been got this. We should have been had the ability to be relieved financially through our resources. And like I said, Light Tajiri Bay and Marcel Maddox Bay are going to talk about this extensively. And then once they do that, which will probably be either tomorrow or the following day, I will get confirmation on that and post it for you guys. So you will have, they'll do the tutorial on the finance piece, because I can't speak on them completely because they're still developing and there's still processes and things that we're sending out. So you'll be able to get conveyances. You'll be able to go and get food. You'll be able to go and lodge for emergency purposes in certain high-scale, upscale hotels until you procure a specific domicile that you want to domicile in. And you might not want to be, if you're in so-called Florida, you might not want to be in Florida. You might actually want to go and come and be close to Sharon Tracy Del Bay. You might want to do that. So you'll have that option to kind of figure out where it is that you want to actually domicile. And if for those individuals that need immediate relief because they were unlawfully kicked out of their domiciles by these mercenaries under these corporations, we're going to clear out some hotels for you. So that's going to be probably the Hilton and the Marriott. The Hilton and the Marriott. I want somebody else to do this, Lean. One of the judiciary members. So Brandy, yeah, I'm electing you since you're talking so much tonight. Since you're talking so much tonight, Brandy, can you do the lien on the Marriott? I'll do the Hilton. You do the Marriott, I'll do the Hilton. Those got to be done because we're going to do procurement so Moorish American nationals can stay there in the interim. Because I mean, all the Moors that are unlawfully evicted from their domiciles, as well as the ones that are homeless on the streets, they're all going to, once they declare and proclaim their nationality, they're going to be housed in these hotels until they find adequate, or they claim adequate domiciles. Okay. So that's part of it. I know you are. Ain't gonna be no damn compound. It's gonna be the sanctuary. I know you are. All my leads has got to be down here with me. You already know. And I ain't gonna say it. You done said it out loud, but I ain't gonna say it out loud. You know we supposed to be over here. That's where we gonna be. That's where we gonna be. Cause we gotta go there, charge our batteries up, and then go back out and do what we gotta do at days at a time. Islam. So the finance piece is done. We finalized it last night. We've sent out a couple of procurements. The major big scale $1 billion credits are going out this week for, like I said, conveyances for travel, domiciles for lodging, as well as hotels for immediate need lodging for Moorish American nationals, food, which is in terms of the food, as well as electricity and water. So those are the ones we're focusing on now. So bear with us. We're doing everything so Moors don't have to be sitting here struggling like they've been, because they're the nobility of the land. Marriott, you got Marriott, I got the Hilton. So if there's no other questions, we can get off this platform, because I mean it's getting dark. Any questions before we end broadcast? Any questions? I gotta write that down so I don't forget. So do a little background, see how many hotels are linked up into the Marriott and the Hilton, because those are in every Republic, right? Because we need to do that. I'm probably gonna get that done tonight, and plus I was gonna do Whole Foods. I'm gonna do Whole Foods tonight. Even though I did Amazon already, because Whole Foods and they both conjoined into one, or Amazon bought up Whole Foods, so Whole Foods is gonna be one, because we'll probably get a lot of our stuff through Amazon, Whole Foods, and different corporations that deliver. Because we ain't got to go out to no stores. We ain't, all that extra stuff that we be doing as nationals, we ain't going to be doing that. So I'm going to see if I can try. See, consuls, please send me your documents. Please send me the information, the email. At least the pictures. At least send me the pictures and then email me the PDFs, because that's all going to be linked, because you have to have, there has to be validation as to your appointments on the website. So when they go to the Consul Commission and tabs, it's going to have a photo of you. It's going to have your appellation. It's going to have your status within the consulate, and that status is going to be linked to your delegation of authority, which will be your Consul Commissioning document. And then it'll have your either your mailing location, phone number, or email address, or one combination of those. And I want to have that there for Moors to know what consuls are. What consuls are near them that can assist them with nationality, and if they can kind of get it done quicker than let's say sending them in the mail to me or anybody else like that. So let's kind of get that done. Islam, work harder. The next class is what? Today's Tuesday. What's the next class? Demetrius Barker Bay has a class on Wednesday. That's tomorrow down in New York. It's not live, so it's only for Moors that domicile near Brooklyn territory. So all Moors that domicile near Brooklyn territory, you can go to class, and the classes are up and posted on the website www.moorishamericanconsulate.org, www.moorishamericanconsulate.org, and get the other classes. So Tariq has a class down in Colorado. I got to update the website for that. So too does Demetrius. Not Demetrius. I already said Demetrius. Darius Hatfield L down in North Carolina, and those two dates will also be uploaded on the website within the day or two. Islam. I know. I did. I put Holt on. Holt. I didn't have my Holt last time. I put Holt on, so they ain't messing with me. Cause I was like, and Fatima was like, you better not forget Holt. You better make sure you have your Holt. So I have my Holt, and I got those from Cordoba Botanicals. Cordoba Botanicals. I'll post it on the website. I'll post her link to the products that I get, because they're natural and organic, and they're good for your skin, and they're oil based. And then Brandy Yamina Bay down in Rochester, New York, has her class on Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. this week on Thursday. I'm not sure, because I think I have to update that. It's going to be consistently on Thursdays, or is that just for this week? Did you check the website for the information that was up there to see if it coincides with that? Let me know. I'll check anyway. Islam. So yeah, y'all gotta let us get the Consul page up with all the consuls that are all over, and I don't even know how many we have at this point, because there's so many. I just don't know how many. And I just gotta, they're gonna appear on the website as I post them up there, and their Consul Commission. But you have to have your Consul Commission document before I can post it up on the site. So I'm going to use the database that I currently have for the ones that I have, and just put their appellations up. It's not going to be any order. I don't even know if I can do order unless I defer this to I don't know. I'll see how I feel to put them in either alphabetical order by so-called republic, which probably be a good idea to put them in order by republic. But I'm not sure if I can be that analytical. I'm not sure. I'm that specific, because I'm not going to wait until I have them all before I start posting them on the website, so you guys have that information. Islam, Pax and more, peace and love. Islam. Okay. We'll keep updating. just keep updating me with day, and I'll make those adjustments, and definitely will always be posting modifications on Facebook. Pax it tomorrow. Peace and love. Dias and bonum. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
It's like getting dark. It's like sharing bye. Bye, Felicia.